Contrasting styles with similar aims, contrasting forms with similar expectations, and contrasting seasons with always start with one common needle. Hello, a very good morning to all Indian football lovers from wherever you are across the country. And now it is the time to roll the ball onto the pitch in another brand new season of Odisha Women's League 2025-26, organized by the Football Association of Odisha. It is the match between AUL Women's Football Club and OGP Club. Those are going to lock horns with each other. But once again, we are coming back with the live actions from Odisha Police CTC ground. One of the most picturesque venues, one of the most spectacular venues in Odisha sports circuit. And I'm your commentator, Shopna Bhumolli, joining you live from the commentary box. You can see that the players of both the teams, they are coming up, they're marching out onto the center, being led by the match officials. You are watching live and exclusive actions on behalf of the official YouTube channel of SportsKPI and Football Association of Odisha as well. And if you want to get the latest live matches updates, if you want to get the latest taste of back-to-back soccer thrillers in Odisha Women's League 2025-26, then you should have to keep an eye on their official YouTube channels, because these guys are really doing a marvelous job. These guys are really doing a commendable job in order to highlight, in order to nurture their upcoming promising young talents, their upcoming future talents who can have the potentials to themselves in near future in national and international podium as well. The two captains being introduced by the match officials in order to choose the direction. And today's match officials, Pinapani Bidua, she will be officiating today's game. And she'll be like Shita Marandi, Bharati Oram, and Mama Singh. She will be playing his role as a fourth official line. And today's match commissioner will be Shujit Kumar Datta. And I'm your commentator, Baba Mullik, joining you live from the commentary box. Let us have a quick look on the starting 11 of AUL Women's Club. They have lined themselves up as Anita Oram, Shukun Oram, their captain, Anjani Kumari, Anisha Oram, Priyasha Sarkar, Mohini Oram, Elizabeth Ekka Punam Oram, Ankita Singh, Krishna Barik, and Sandhya Munda. Options are also available on the reserve bench as well. And let us have a quick look on the starting 11 of OGP Club. They have lined themselves up as Kamal Krishna. She has been given the responsibility in between the sticks. Nurupama Kisku, Purnima Swain, Lipsha Naik, Sonali, Sabar, Chahat Yadav, Priti Shashmal, and Priyadarshini Behra. The captain of this side, Gajalakshmi Behra, Sarita Jana, and Rani Sahu. So definitely, we will be hoping to see an exciting, enchanting, thrilling, fascinating soccer encounter that is going to be unveiled, that is going to be unfolded in front of you. If we talk about the inaugural games of these two teams, then you can see that AUL Women's Club, they had to face a narrow defeat against the strongest side of this Group B, that is Sports Odisha, by a margin of 2-1. On the other hand, OGP in their inaugural game, they ended up that match by a goalless draw against SRM Sports Club. So these two teams, they will be wanting to secure their first win from this fixture. The players of both the teams, they have taken their respective positions. Today's match official, she is also looking at her watch. In any time, any moment, whistle can be blown. The stage is set, and we are all set for the cracker of a contest. We are just one step away from the kickoff. We are coming more closer to the kickoff. And here we go with the commencement of the match. AUL Women's Club, those will be attacking from left to right on your screen in their signature blue, and their counterpart, OGP Club, they will be attacking in a reverse direction in their signature green. The players of both the teams, they will be looking forward in order to gain some control over the game. Now at the moment, AUL Women's Club, they are trying to come upon a counter. Now the possession being won back by OGP Girls. It has been obstructed at the heart of the defense. Its great ball has been released on the right, straight into the hands of Kamal Krishna. The last man of defense of OGP Club, Kamal Krishna with the long ball. Slowly but steadily, OGP Club, they are trying to come upon a counter. Its great ball has been released on the left. Sonali Sabar, she could not keep the ball under her control. A long clearance is coming in. You can see that with the commencement of this match, with the beginning of this match, the players of these two teams, they are trying to maintain a good position. Good pressure down there. No takers on that occasion. It has been cleared away. We should keep an eye on Lipsha Naik, the left fullback of OGP Club. Long clearance is coming in. Now the attack is being built from down the left hand side by AUL Women's Club, but it has been cleared away. Good defensive walk side of club. In comes across straight into the hands of Kamal Krishna. Kamal Krishna with the long ball. At the moment, the attack is being constructed from down the left hand side by Sonali Sabar. Look at herself. Look at her. She's looking more dangerous, and she's trying to capitalize the left channel. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. If we talk about the strategic formation of these two teams, then you can see that AUL Women's Club, they are adopting 3-5-2 formation, and their counterpart OGP Club, they usually prefers 4-2-4 formation. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. It's thrown for OGP Club. She is determined to deliver a long throw in. has been cleared away. Now, at the moment, the attack is being constructed from down the left-hand side by AUL Women's Club. This time, Anisha Oram switching it over to the middle. She was trying to deliver a defense flicking through on that occasion. Still, there is an opportunity. Can she penetrate? This time, Kamal Krishna. Once again, she is portraying her sense of maturity, her sense of timing on that occasion. She did come out of her line in order to grab the ball under her control. No trouble, no problem whatsoever for OGP defense. If we talk about Kamal Krishna uh, in her inaugural game against SRM Sports Club, she has done a fabulous job against SRM Sports Club. She has been outstanding. She has been phenomenal. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. Screen for OGP Club. Now at the moment, again, being gained back by AUL Women's Football Club. Its long ball has been played there. This can be troublesome moment, almost one-on-one situation, and there it is. Mohini Oram this time. She did not make any mistake to find the back of the net. Deadlock has been broken at Odisha Police CTC ground. Scoreline stands AUL Women's Club 1, OGP Club 0. Look at the replay also. It's a great ball has been released on that occasion. This time, it's Elizabeth. Almost one-on-one situation. No chance for the keeper, Kamal Krishna. However, she did come out of her line in order to narrow the shooting angle of her opposition striker. But how cool, how composed she was. Elizabeth Eka, the prolific goal getter of this side. Scoreline stands AUL Women's Football Club 1, OGP 0. Deadlock has been broken at Odisha Police CTC ground, and AUL Women's Football Club, they are getting their all-important lead in this match. Right against the run of play, AUL Women's Football Club, they are getting their all-important breakthrough in this match. They will be looking forward in order to establish their domination upon the midfield as well. They are trying to establish their ascendancy over the midfield. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. Once again, confirmation for the audiences, those are keeping eyes on the official YouTube channels of Sports KPI and Football Association of Odisha as well. It's Elizabeth Ika, the goal getter. Once again, she is finding out herself onto the scoreboard. At the moment, OGP Club, they are being trailed by 1-0. So definitely, they will have to pull the shots up. A lovely battle there. Again, that's a great ball has been released there. Can she finish it? And yes, it is. Once again, it's none other than, I think, Elizabeth. We should look at the replay also. The entire Women's Football Club, they have started to bulldoze their opponent, OGP Club. Look at the replay also. Once again, that girl, Elizabeth Eka, she is scoring brace. She is scoring her brace. Scoreline stands AUL Women's Football Club 2, OGP 0. She is on a hat trick. Can she get it? Within the first quarter of this match, AUL Women's Football Club, they have started to bulldoze. They have started to torment their opponent, that is OGP. Scoreline stands. It's OGP Football Club nil, AUL Women's Football Club 2. Once again, another long ball has been played on the left. But this time, the ball has been rolled out over the sideline. I think it was a bad day in office for Kamal Krishna, the last man of defense of OGP Club. She is being headed down on two occasions in front of AUWL Women's Football Club attackers. Once again, she has been beaten away. Ten minutes have been passed here at OGP at Odisha Police CTC ground. It's AUL Women's Football Club 2, OGP nil. Now it can be narrated that it can be stated that AUL Women's Football Club, they are wanting to occupy the driving seat of this match. They are wanting to occupy the accelerating power of this match. On the other hand, their counterpart, OGP, the women in green and blue combination, they're really under pressure. And Elizabeth Ekka, the prolific goal getter of this side, that is the women in blue. She is keeping herself in order to lit up the scoreboard. Now at the moment, position being won back by OGP. That's a great ball. Has been released down through the central line. Can she move forward? But lovely closed down though on that occasion this time. Anjani Kumari. She was present at right time on right occasion. The ball has been rolled out over the sidelines. Throwing for OGP, Lipsha Naik. The left fullback of OGP side. Now at the moment, again, turning and twisting there. That's a great ball. Has been released on the right. This time, Mohini Oram with the lower trajectory. Danger still not averted from the box off. In comes the shot by Poonam Oram. She could not keep the ball on target. The ball has been rolled out over the goal line. AUL Women's Football Club, they have started putting immense pressure upon their opponent. Immense pressure, intense pressure is gradually being piled up upon the defensive fortress of OGP Football Club. They should have to be much more cautious. They should have to be much more consolidated. They should have to be much more solidified in terms of preventing the attacks of AUL Women's Football Club. Attacks after attacks are constantly being happened in the penetrative zone of OGP Club. Again, good pressure down on the right. At the moment, the ball has been rolled out over the sideline. Nurupama Kisku. She was trying to deliver a defense leaking through. The target was same, Sonali Sabar, but she could not do it clinically. Sonali Sabar with the long throw in. Again, the ball has been rolled out over the sideline. It's throwing for AUL Women's Football Club. Krishna Barik with the long throw in. This can be dangerous for AUL Women's Football Club. On that occasion, Shahat Yadav, she is trying to maintain the pressure upon uh, the left fullback of AUL Women's Football Club. Then you can see that the back three are generally three traditional centre backs. This backline is key to the in position and out of position advantages that a 3-5-2 offers. And in position, the back three usually provides an overload in the build-up because it is difficult for the opposition to commit three players to press the first line. And if this happens, the goalkeeper can make it a 4 versus 3. And out of position, the three central defenders keep protection centrally and against direct play. These defenders should shuffle across to help cover the flanks when necessary. The movement of one centre back to cover a wing back is accompanied by movement across to cover from the other two centre backs. And this cover gives the defensive line confidence to make aggressive defensive moves, knowing they have protection behind. The presence of wingbacks also gives the 3-5-2 something of a defensive character. The wingbacks can drop to help cover centre backs, as well as reducing space for the opposition to exploit around the back line. Again, this can be troublesome. In comes the shot. Got a little deflection, might be. The ball has been uh, rolled out over the goal line. Once again, this time, Mohini Oram. Frankly speaking, to be very honest, uh, Mohini Oram and Elizabeth Ikka, they're trying to form a duo combination and they're constantly hovering on the edge of the area of their opponent. At the moment, possession being gained back by OGP. Can it be a danger moment for AUL Women's Club? It has been cleared away. They are completely reluctant to take any hesitation in order to clear out the attacks. And that he was talking about. Again, that's a great ball. Has been released on that occasion. Almost one-on-one situation. Mohini Oram trying to set up for her partner. In comes the shot from a distance this time. Anisha Oram, another prolific centre forward of this side. She could not keep the ball on target. Corner got a little deflection. The pressure is being piled up upon the defensive wall of OGP. Can it be a troublesome moment for OGP Club? Sends it in into the traffic. Danger still not averted. Shot comes in from a distance. Again, it has been obstructed. Still, there is an opportunity. In comes the shot, and there it is. Oh my! And finally, it has rattled the bottom corner of the second post. Whether the goal has been given or not, in the process, the keeper, she has been brought down onto the pitch. Kamal Krishna, hopefully her injury is not so serious. Football is a body contact game. Look at the replay also. Great ball has been released on that occasion. Anisha Oram, she could not find the back of the net at her first attempt, but ultimately it is rattling the bottom corner. An injury came about to the keeper, to the OGP keeper, Kamal Krishna. She has already been beaten away on that occasion. Scoreline stands. It's Elizabeth Ikka once again. Uh, she is getting her first hat trick in Odisha Women's League 2025-26 season. The prolific goal getter, the goal machine of this side. Scoreline stands. It's AUL Women's Football Club 3, OGP nil. Now you can see that the entire defensive formation of OGP Club has completely been broken down, has completely been devastated, has completely been dilapidated, has completely been disintegrated in front of storming attacks of AUL Women's Football Club. The lamentable condition, the deplorable condition of OGP defense is being exposed in front of the storming attacks of AUL Women's Football Club. 22 minutes have been passed here at Odisha Police CTC ground. The scoreline stands. It's AUL Women's Football Club 3, OGP nil. Now the job is becoming too difficult for OGP Club to make a comeback in this game, to make a dramatic shift in this match. Again, there is awkward bounce. Switching it over to the left. In comes the shot from a distance. But this time straight into the hands of Kamal Krishna. Again, good pressure down there by Mohini Oram. Look at herself, Mohini Oram. She is looking too dangerous on the right channel, and she is making constant hits from down the right hand side. Finally, it has been cleared away. Switching it over to the middle. Lovely interception there. Still, there is an opportunity. Look at the sense of urgency. Look at the sense of tenacity of these girls. The women in blue combination, that is AUL Women's Football Club. In comes the cross. Shot comes in. Straight into the hands of Kamal Krishna. That I was talking about 3-5-2 formation. The presence of wingbacks also gives the 3-5-2 something of a defensive character at the moment. Again, Sonali Sabar, she was totally off color in today's match at the moment. In the meanwhile, attack is being built side. This time, the defensive fortress of OGP Club. They were pretty sure about this attack that he was talking about in this way. The system can become a pressing 4-4-2 block protecting against. In comes the shot from a distance. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. It's goal kick for OGP Club. At the moment, OGP Club, they are being trailed by 3-0. They will have to do something better. They will have to do something miraculous in today's game. Now, it is the time for a drinks break. Couple of discussions will surely be taking place in the respective dugouts, especially in the dugouts of OGP Club. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brace yourselves up because towards the final quarter of this first half. Scoreline reads AUL Women's Football Club 3, OGP nil. Now you can see that the women in blue, they have already started to dominate their opponent. They have already started to torment, decimate, dismantle their opponent. That is OG. The players of both the teams, they have taken their respective positions. It's looking for OGP Club. Now the possession being gained back by OGP. This can be troublesome moment. Sonali Sabar, but I think she was putting into an offside trap. No problem, no trouble whatsoever for AUL Women's Football Club defense. That was a definite offside. Switching it over to the left channel. Another lower trajectory. This what steadily. OGP, they are also trying to uh, get the momentum back. They are also trying to revitalize themselves. They are also trying to revive themselves. At the moment, the ball has been rolled out over the sideline. That he was talking about uh, the role of the wingbacks. The role of the wingbacks in a 3-5-2 important and is very much determined by how far forward they are positioned. Higher wingbacks can become almost like wingers, giving the 3-5-2 a more attacking character. This can cause the opposition to drop deep, creating space on the sides of the opposing midfielders. If the wingbacks stay Elizabeth, she could not uh, reach out the ball. Again, the ball has been rolled out over the sideline. Goal kick for OGP. Long clearance is coming in. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. This can be troublesome moment for OGP defense. They have already conceded 3 goals. Again, there is awkward bounce. Somehow it has been punched away by Kamal Krishna. In the proceedings, an injury came about. Look at the replay also. Again, there was an awkward bounce. Again, there was a awkward bounce for Kamal Krishna. In the proceedings, there was a severe collision in between the Kamal Krishna and the two centre forwards of AUL Women's Football Club. I think uh, she has been injured heavily. Now she seems like okay. At the moment, attack is being from down central line. That's a great ball has been released on that occasion. straight into the hands of AUL Women's Football Club keeper. Well, and if we talk about herself, she's not being tested severely. The ball has been rolled out at the sideline, and that I was talking about the role of the wingbacks in 3-5-2 formation. Again, this can be troublesome moment. Elizabeth, can it be a danger moment? Will she go for the cross? But when she was trying to dribble past her marker, she committed a free kick. It's free kick for AUL Women's Football Club. Can it be a danger moment for OGP? In comes the cross. Oh my words! This could have been stunner. This could have been absolute streamer for AUL Women's Football Club. How unlucky she was. Look at the replay also. What about the quality of this free kick? Again, this can be troublesome moment almost. Another chaotic situation for AUL Women's Club. OGP defense. We are almost coming now closer to the completion of this first half. The scoreline stands OGP nil, AUL Women's Football. Goal kick for OGP. Again, attack is being constructed from down the left hand side. Ankita Singh, she is looking too dangerous in order to create some uh, pressure from the left channel. Goal kick for OGP. Now at the moment, attack is being constructed from down the right hand side. Again, it has been obstructed. It has been resisted by the left fullback of AUL Women's Club. Keeper Anita Odam with the long ball. Somehow it has been cleared away. I don't know why the OGP defense They are allowing much more spaces to their opponent centre forward Elizabeth Oram, and that he was talking about the role of this wing backs in 3-5-2 formation that is being adopted by AUL Women's Football Club. If the wing backs stay deep, creating a line of five with the centre backs, it can give the opposition space to play in front. In comes the cross. No takers on that occasion. There is a difference between an attacking 3-5-2, where the wingbacks play high, and a defensive 3-5-2, where the wingbacks sit deeper without taking the initiative. As you all know, in the modern game, coach is using a 3-5-2 tend to do so with attacking proactive wingbacks. This applies not only in possession but also when defending, where the wingbacks must be forced to pace if the opposition build on the outside. A wingback must also be active in regaining their position when the ball is on the opposite side. In this 3-5-2 places high demands on the wingbacks who tend to cover the longest average distance per game. They must be fast with the ability to progress down the line and put in process. This can be troublesome once again for OGP defense. Somehow it has been cleared away. They also require good one versus one defensive skills and the ability to defend their own area players. These specific characteristics are needed to occupy the entire flank effectively. Another great cross has been floated there. Can she finish it? Look at the replay also. This time, she could not make a proper connection with the ball. This time, Anisha Wadam at the moment. In the meanwhile, attacking straight away from down the right hand side by OGP. It has been cleared away. And if you talk about the entire trajectories of the first half, then you can see that it was all about the soccer thriller of AUL Women's Football Club. It was all about the quality game show of AUL Women's Football Club. The all efforts of OGP strikers have been bewildered by the defensive fortress of AUL Women's Football Club. Less than 2 minutes of regulation time are left here in the first half. The scoreline reads it's AUL Women's Football Club 3, OGP nil. At the moment, OGP free kick has been awarded to OGP Club straight into the hands of the keeper, Anita Ora, the last man of defense of AUL Women's Football Club. We are almost coming more closer to the completion of the first half. After the completion of the regulation time, few minutes, few moments will definitely be added on as the stoppage time. Can she finish it? Enough options have been created inside the box, and there it is. Suddenly, British Ashmal, she has found the back of the net for OGP. Scoreline reads it's OGP Club 1 and AUL Women's Football Club 3. Look at the replay also. No chance for the keeper. What a lovely finish that was. This time the keeper, she was beaten away. Anita Odam, she had no chance. And finally, OGP Club, they are trying to get the momentum back in this game. And they are scoring the goal in a very, very crucial juncture of this match because after some minutes we will be moving towards the locker rooms. Speaking for AUL Women's Football Club, another great set piece has been awarded to them. Again, this can be troublesome. Oh, how unlucky she was. Lucky escape for Kamal Krishna. She could have been considered on that occasion. This time, it's goal kick for OGP. And with this action, a 4 goals thriller first half has come to an end at Odisha Police Ground CTC. Halftime scoreline here at Odisha Police Ground. It's AUL Women's Football Club 3, OGP Club 1. Stay tuned with us. We will be coming back soon with another exciting, enchanting, thrilling, fascinating second half action. Let's take a short break. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Once again, we are coming back with the live actions from Odisha CTC ground. It is the match between OGP Club and AUL Women's Football Club. Those are locking horns with each other. After the completion of the first half, the scoreline stands AUL Women's Football Club 3, OGP 1. The stage is set, and we are all set for the cracker of the second of action. Today's match official. She's also looking at her watch. In any time, any moment, whistle can be blown. A quick substitution is coming in on your screen for AUL Women's Football Club. Muskan Munda. It's a Malati Oram. She has made her way onto the pitch in order to strengthen the defensive fortress of AUL Women's Football Club. And here we go with the commencement of the second half. It's OGP Football Club. Those will be attacking from left to right on your screen. Their counterpart, AUL Women's Football Club. They will be attacking in a reverse direction in their signature blue. And I'm your commentator, Shop Malik, once again joining you live from the commentary box. Don't forget to subscribe the official YouTube channels of Sports KPI and Football Association of Odisha as well. Because if you want to get the latest live matches updates, if you want to get the latest taste of back-to-back soccer thriller scene, Odisha Women's League 2025-26, then you should have to keep an eye on their official YouTube channels because these guys are really doing a marvelous job. These guys are really doing a commendable job in order to highlight, in order to cherish, in order to nurture their upcoming promising young talents, their upcoming future talents who can have the potentials to shine themselves in near future in national and international podium as well. After getting their respective coaches pep talks, the players of both the teams, they will surely be charged up. They will surely be geared up in order to promote themselves up the order onto the pitch. String for OGP. Speed ball has been released on that occasion. Can she finish it? Almost one-on-one situation. With the commencement of the second half action, a golden opportunity has just been missed out by OGP. OGP girls, they're trying to get the momentum back in this game. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline as compared to the first half. OGP girls, they're literally showcasing their sporting prowess, their sporting dominance. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. That's a great ball has been released there. Can she finish it? Again, this time, Kamal Krishna. She did come out of her line in order to grab the ball under her control. 20 it out for a throw in. So, great defending, excellent defending from the side of AUL Women's Football Club. Scrappy football is going on. Again, this can be troublesome moment for OGP defense, but straight into the hands of uh, Kamal Krishna. She has been on 3 occasions. Kamal Krishna with the long ball. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. Testing with the throw in. This can be dangerous for OGP defense. Still, there is an opportunity. Can she hit the target? She's trying to find out some gap. Again, it has been obstructed at the heart of the defense of OGP. Danger still not averted. Anita Singh with the cross. Finally, it has been cleared away. Elizabeth Oram. Now at the moment, the attack is being constructed from down the left-hand side by OGP. This time, Priyadarshini Behera, the captain, is taking for AUL Women's Football Club when she was trying to dribble past her marker. She was getting herself engaged in a jersey pulling matter. So that's why a free kick has been awarded to AUL Women's Football Club. Again, that's a great ball, almost one-on-one situation. This time the attack was being constructed from down the right hand side by Mohini Oram. Now it is called an absolute end-to-end stop. Now it is called an absolute nail-biting soccer encounter that is being witnessed, that is being showcased, that is being portrayed, that is being displayed on your screen, on your frame. Screen for Put it out of play. In that he was talking about the 3-5-2 formation that is being adopted by AUL Women's Football Club. Of three central midfielders along with wingbacks, two strikers can provide numbers between the lines. This creates plenty of passing options in a 3-5-2. If these inside players provide movement, opposing defenders must decide to track or stay in their zone. Any doubts can leave players free or create spaces that can be exploited when attacking. Out of position, having numbers on the inside allows midfielders and defenders to defend the key central areas without having almost one-on-one situation. Can she finish it? Should have been finished. Still, there is an opportunity. This time, the keeper, once again, Kamal Krishna, in the proceedings, an injury came about to Lipsha Naik. Hopefully, her injury is not so serious. Football is a body contact game. She will be attended by her medical staff. There was a severe collision in between the keeper and Lipsha Naik. But I was discussing about out of position, having numbers on the inside allows midfielders and defenders to defend the key central areas without having to cover too much ground. When the ball is played wide, that is a trigger for inside players to support and cover the placing wing back. If we talk about the offensive versatility, as far as the offensive versatility is concerned, one of the main benefits of the 3-5-2 formation is its attacking versatility, opportunities to develop link-up play. And this is done typically via overloads in the first, third, and support in the midfield attacking lines. Teams can also move the ball quickly to the flanks with higher wingbacks. There is also a possibility of more direct play with two strikers ready to contest the ball or attack spaces. The strikers should be supported by the wingbacks and midfielders who can receive layups or contest second phase balls. Again, Elizabeth Odom, the hat-trick girl. She's all by himself. Can she finish it? In comes the shot. Should have done much better. Could have done much better on that occasion. This time, she could not keep her balance properly. But in the meanwhile, Anisha Odom, she was trying to find out her luck from a distance. Again, Elizabeth Odom, she has been obstructed. Finally, it has been cleared away. In that I was talking about the defensive organization in this formation that is being adopted by AUL Women's Football Club. The 3-5-2 offers defensive solidity if several requirements are met. While three centre-backs can protect against counter-attacks, the positioning of one or two midfielders can boost this protection further. Having two lines centrally positioned ready for defensive transitions minimizes vulnerability to counter-attacks. The involvement of the wingbacks on defensive transitions is also crucial. They must quickly change mentality with the wingback closest to the ball, prepare to paste or cover. The other wingback must drop back also. Again this time, Elizabeth Oram, can she finish it? She was putting into a definite offside trap. So that's why an indirect free kick has been awarded to OGP. Look at herself. She is becoming much more hungry in order to increase the goal margins of a team, that is AUL Women's Football Club. Referee says play on. Kamal Krishna felt collected by herself. That I was talking about directing the place towards the flanks where possible is important, capitalizing on the opposition having little space inside with two strikers and three midfielders. A funnel can be created that aims to force the opposition outside. Here the wingbacks must be ready to initiate the pace and steal possession. And comes the shot, but it was totally off target. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. Especially if we talk about the roles and responsibilities of the goalkeeper in this formation. Again, this time, Elizabeth, she is trying to operate from the left. She's all by himself. Can she finish it? One-on-one situation. Somehow, it has been cleared away. We can say that the entire defensive fortress of OGP, they are constantly being challenged by the Elizabeth Storm. Again and again, Elizabeth Oram, she is proving herself as a prolific goal getter, as a prolific central attacking midfielder. And she is all by himself in order to dismantle the entire OGP, in order to decimate the entire OGP defense. An injury came about, I think. It's goal kick. Went it out for a goal kick. That I was talking about the role of the goalkeeper in this 3-5-2 formation. Whenever a team plays three at the back, the goalkeeper has more passing responsibilities than in other formations. A 3-5-2 or 3-4-3 usually indicates that the team prefers to dominate position rather than sit back and defend. This means the keeper must have good ball skills to help the team retain possession. As the team is likely to control possession, the keeper must retain their concentration for the times when the opposition breaks through and threatens the goal. When called into action, they must respond confidently and deal with any crosses into the box or stop any shots on target. Any shots on target. They must command and dominate their box. If unable to catch the ball, they should punch the ball away or parry it to either side of the goal, away from danger. Actually, I am talking about the keeper of AUL Women's Football Club, Anita Ram, to minimize the shots on goal. They must communicate well with the defense in front of them and help organize and direct the players to close down in danger. With all the play happening in front of them, they can clearly see whether they can clearly see where the opposition are threatening and consequently communicate this to the defenders. At the moment, attack is being constructed from down the right hand side. This time again, Elizabeth Oram. She was waiting for the ball. Can she finish it? Still, there is an opportunity. She was trying to make her appearance as a fox in the box. Elizabeth, can she finish it? Almost one-on-one situation again. It has been obstructed by the keeper. Great job by the keeper in the proceedings. Once again, an injury came about. We should have to heap huge praise upon Kamal Krishna, the last man of defense of OGP. She has been phenomenal in between the stakes throughout the entire game of the second half action. She has been outstanding. She has been sensational. She has been magnificent. She is still keeping the hopes alive for her side. That is OGP. Look at the replay also. What about the quality of that ricochet save? 66 minutes have been passed here at AUL Women's Football Club 3, OGP 1. I think the goal has been disallowed. It's free kick for OGP. In comes a shot from a distance, straight into the hands of Kamal Krishna. Again, slowly but steadily, AUL Women's Football Club, they are trying to come upon counter. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. And if we talk about the strengths of this formation that is being adopted by AUL Women's Football Club, with five across the midfield, the team should dominate possession, which will limit the opposition's goal scoring potential while increasing their own. The two strikers should harry the opponent's defenders while the midfielders push up and limit their passing options forward. A wave of players can move towards the opposition's goal, creating confusion and a number of goal scoring opportunities. The 3-5-2 lineup means that players should always have a number of passing options open to them whenever and wherever they are on the ball. The sheer number of players in the opposition's half and enhances your chances of winning the ball back further up the field. Now, it is the time for the second drinks break of this match. Couple of discussions will surely be taking place in the respective dugouts. We will come back shortly. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, brace yourselves up because we will be moving towards the final 20 minutes of this match. Scoreline reads still AUL Women's Football Club 3, uh, OGP Club 1. The players of both the teams, they have taken their respective positions. The match will be restarted. And that I was talking about the strengths of 3-5-2 formation that is being adopted by AUL Women's Football Club. The sheer number of players in the opposition's half enhances your chances of winning the ball back further up the field. The three at the back protect the box, while the holding midfielder can add strength in numbers and help cover the vacated wing-back positions when they push forward. And the coach can easily go more attacking or defensive simply by instructing his midfielders to wingbacks to either drop deeper or advance further up the pitch. And by routing up and down the flanks, the wingbacks provide crucial weight by stretching the play, while some formations sacrifice a strike for control of the midfield. With 3-5-2, it is a defender that makes way, which increases the attacking options. The ball has been ruled out over the sideline. In a 3-5-2 formation, the last line of defense, that is the goalkeeper, who needs to constantly be on their toes and alert to any danger, as teams playing this formation often dominates possession. They need to keep their concentration so that they don't get caught out on the rare occasions that the goal is threatened. In front of them uh, are the three centre backs, who are the main defenders of the team. It is their job to put their bodies on the line and limit the goal scoring opportunities of their opponents. Depending on a range of factors. There are a number of ways the teams can decide to line up the midfield five. In the most common formation, there are two wingbacks on the flanks that are responsible for giving the team with wide positions, wide passing positions, options on the wings. Again, that's a great ball. Has been released on the left. No take cuts on that occasion. The central midfield, uh, they offer the coach a great deal of tactical flexibility. Usually, there is one defensive midfield, one defensive minded or holding player who supports the defense and drops deep to pick up the ball and pass it forward. And if we talk about the role of the strikers or the centre forwards in this formation, the saying goes that strikers are judged by the number of goals they score, and while this is true to a certain degree, strikers must nowadays contribute a lot more than just goals. In a 3-5-2 formation, the strikers are the first line of defense, and it is their energy placing that set the tone for the team's performance. Along with the midfielders behind them, they can force the opposition to play the ball long, which the team's centre backs should deal with comfortably. With their passing, the strikers should shut down the defenders' passing options out wide and channel them through the center. This should help the three central midfielders to quickly win the ball back. In other formations, coaches often choose to play a big target men who can win headers, hold up the ball, and bring others into play. With the 3-5-2, however, the team will have most of the ball and will often the camped in the opposition's half. This reduces the need to go long, and therefore, the priority is to have quick, mobile strikers with good movement. As you all know, it is their quick sprints and dashes out of position to open up space for the rest of the team and help create goal scoring opportunities. By dragging the opponent's defenders out of position, they disrupt their defensive structure and leave gaps for the team's midfielders or wingbacks to exploit. Now, at the moment, OGP Club, they are trying to come upon a counter, but again it has been cleared away. Less than 12 minutes of regulation time are left here at OGP Odisha Police CTC ground. Scoreline stands. It's AUL Women's Football Club 3, OGP 1. And that I was talking about. In the meantime, attack is being constructed from down the left hand side by OGP. This time again, Anita Oram, she did come out of her line in order to grab the ball under her control. Anita Oram with the long ball. That I was talking about. Operating as a duo up front, the strikers must work in tandem and have a good understanding so that They don't get in each other's way. Again, that's a great ball has been released there. One-on-one situation. Can she finish it? And there it is. Elizabeth Oram. Once again, she has found the back of the net. Scoreline stands. It's AUL Women's Football Club 4, OGP 1, and Elizabeth Oram. She is getting herself onto the scoreboard for 4 times. Look at the replay also. Again, that's a great aerial ball. A fabulous aerial ball has been released in front of her, and she did not make any mistake to find the back of the net. No chance for the keeper. Instead of coming out of her line in order to narrow the shooting angle of her opposition striker. Scoreline stands. It's AUL Women's Football Club 4, OGP 1. It's Elizabeth Ekka. Confirmation for the audiences. Those are keeping eyes. Again, Elizabeth Ekka. She is dismantling the entire defensive fortress of OGP. And we can say that the final nail on the coffin of OGP defense has successfully been engraved by Elizabeth Ekka. The entire defensive wall of OGP has completely been broken down, has completely been switched off, has completely been devastated, has completely been uh, bewildered. It's looking for OGP. Cross coming in. This time, the defense, they were pretty sure. But however, they have been conceded 4 goals. Scoreline stands AUL Women's Football Club 4, OGP 1. That I was talking about uh, the role of the strikers in 3-5-2 formation. The job that is being fabulously done by Elizabeth Ekka. If they make similar runs or occupy each other's spaces, they limit their teammates' options and attacking dynamic of the team. Ideally, will she go for the cross? In comes the cross, lower trajectory. Still, there is an opportunity. Shot comes in. Again, it has been obstructed by the keeper, Kamal Krishna. That I was mentioning. Ideally, they should work well with the attacking midfielder who can then release through balls in behind the defense for them to run onto with 2 up front The team should be a constant threat in the opposition's box, while it is the wingbacks that keep the team with. It is the strikers who give it depth. So both are crucial for the midfielders to have enough space to play in. If the strikers drop too deep, they convolute the midfield and lessen the effectiveness of having three in the center of the park as the main goal scorers in the team. The responsibility is on them to do everything possible to score. They should have a good shot, be able to hit the ball well, and be comfortable playing one touch passes. This is because the centre backs will be putting them under a lot of pressure. It's corner for AUL Women's Football Club. Can it be a troublesome moment for OGP defense? Can it be a danger moment for OGP defense? All eyes are registered inside the 6-yard box. Sends it in into the traffic, but it has been obstructed. At the moment, OGP girls, they are trying to create some spark from down the right hand side. Can she penetrate? Suddenly, she is trying to accelerate herself. She has almost penetrated inside the box. In comes the shot. No takers on that occasion. Any touch, any kind of touch could have been made out the trigger for OGP. This time, Pretty Shashmal. Once again, she is trying to find out her luck from a distance. Actually, she was trying to deliver a nice cutback on that occasion. Less than 3 minutes of regulation time are left here at Odisha Police CTC ground. Again, that's a great ball has been released there. There was a little bit miscommunication in between the keeper and the defenders of AUL Women's Football Club. That was a lucky escape. At the moment, the women in blue, they are trying to come upon a counter again. Position being gained back by the woman in green. Can she penetrate? That was a definite upside for Preeti Shashmal. That was a definite upside trap for Preeti Shashmal. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. The great thing about the 3-5-2 formation is that by defending from the front, you actually gain an offensive advantage with the two strikers putting pressure on the opposition centre backs and limiting their passing options. The midfielders can win the ball back and quickly push up the field with the opponents in disarray. This means fewer opponents in front of you, closing you down. And a lot of the attacking potency of the 3-5-2 formation relies on movement. The strikers should be constantly turning around, uh, creating confusion amongst the opposition's defenders and stretching the space for the midfielders to advance into. So you can see that this job is being fabulously done by Anita Singh, uh, Elizabeth Ekka. They have been constantly darting around, creating confusion amongst the opposition's defenders and stretching the space for the midfielders to advance into. Again, that's a great ball. She was putting into an offside trap once again. We are almost coming more closer to the completion of this match. Less than few seconds of regulation time are left here. After the completion of the regulation time, few moments will definitely be added on as the stoppage time. There is no doubt OGP club, they are standing in front of another, they are standing in front of deplorable defeat, miserable defeat. 3 minutes have been added on as the stoppage time. They did try to fight back well, but somehow their all efforts have been put into vain. They will be carrying forward the sadness of defeat in the second game of this campaign. On the other hand, uh, AUL Women's Football Club, they are going to secure, they are going to wrap up a convincing win against OGP in the second game of this campaign of this Odisha Women's League 2025-26 campaign, because earlier they had to face a narrow defeat against Sports Odisha by a margin of 2-1. The ball has been rolled out over the sideline. There is no doubt AUL Women's Football Club. Again, enough options have been created inside the 6-yard box. Can she finish it? Elizabeth Ikka could have done much better. The first touch was too bad from herself. And with the commencement of this match till now, she is constantly making her appearance as a fox in the box. Again, Elizabeth Ikka. Comes the shot straight into the hands of Kamal Krishna. It was a bad day in office for herself. She has been beaten away on 4 occasions. We are almost coming more closer to the completion of this match. Less than 1 minute of regulation time are left here. Can she finish it? Elizabeth Ikka. Oh, again she has been obstructed. But when she was trying to dribble past the keeper, she was once again putting into an offside trap. And with this action, a great game of football has come to an end. AUL Women's Football Club, they're wrapping up this game by a margin of 4-1 victory. And it's none other than Elizabeth Ikka, the prolific goal getter of this side. She is getting her name onto the scoreboard for 4 times, and she was all by himself in case of dismantling the entire OGP team. Full-time scoreline here at OGP at Odisha Police Ground. It's AUL Women's Football Club 4, OGP 1. Let us have a quick look on the upcoming fixture. Kit or Kalinga Institute of Technology will be taking on the two-time champions Nita Football Academy. The match will be kicked off at sharp 4 p.m. in the same ground. And I'm your commentator Shop League signing off for today. Thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed the game.